Welcome back to GameBite, your go-to source for the latest in gaming news. Today, we've got some exciting updates for you from the world of RPGs, specifically focusing on the phenomenal Baldur's Gate 3. So let's dive right in. First up, we have the final promo video for Baldur's Gate 3's Patch 8 update. It's showcasing the incredible combat potential of the new arcane spellcaster subclasses. From shadow magic to blade singing, these spellcasters are ready to unleash chaos on the battlefield. We'll break down what these new options mean for your gameplay. Next, if you're stepping into the vast world of Faerûn for the first time, you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed. Luckily, we've got tips to help you navigate Baldur's Gate 3 with ease. From the mechanics of spell slots to clever combat strategies, you'll want to stick around for our practical guide to mastering your adventure. And speaking of adventures, the incredible writing in Baldur's Gate 3 keeps players coming back for more. We're highlighting some of the most memorable quotes from NPCs and exploring why the game's dialogue has resonated so strongly with fans. Get ready to relive those iconic moments that make this game a true masterpiece. Lastly, the impact of Baldur's Gate 3 on the RPG genre continues to grow. With new customization options available through mods, players are given even more freedom to personalize their experience. We'll dive into the latest mods that enhance character creation and keep your adventure feeling fresh every time you play. So, if you're ready to level up your gaming knowledge, hit that subscribe button and let's jump into today's hot topics. Let's kick things off with the buzz surrounding Baldur's Gate 3's Patch 8 update. The final promo video has just dropped, and it's loaded with exciting new content that every fan of the game will want to see. This update introduces a suite of new arcane spellcaster subclasses, breathing fresh life into combat strategies. For those who thrive on the battlefield, get ready for 3 amazing options: shadow magic for the sorcerer, hexblade for the warlock, and blade singing for the wizard. Each of these subclasses comes with unique abilities that allow spellcasters to take a much more aggressive role in fights. Starting with the shadow magic sorcerer, players will find that this subclass derives its power from the mysterious Shadowfell. This grants the sorcerer extraordinary abilities like superior dark vision, enabling them to see through magical darkness, and the intriguing strength of the grave, which allows them to survive potentially lethal blows with just 1 hit point. Imagine warp-stepping between shadows and summoning a hound of ill omen to do your bidding, all while remaining formidable in combat. But the excitement doesn't stop there. The Hexblade Warlock is well known in Dungeons and Dragons lore for crafting some of the best melee build combinations. With this subclass, if you take down a living enemy, you have the chance to resurrect them as a spirit that deals necrotic damage, adding a tactical layer to your playstyle. This spirit can also drain life from your foes, making the Hexblade a terrifying opponent in any encounter. And finally, we have the Blade Singing Wizard. This subclass blends magic with swift swordplay, turning spellcasting into an art form. When they activate their blade song, wizards not only boost their armor class and speed, but also gain access to exciting new melee cantrips introduced in this patch. This makes them a dynamic force on the front lines instead of just standing back and hurling spells. For players who have been longing for their spellcasters to step into the fray and wreak havoc on the battlefield, this Patch 8 is definitely a game changer. However, fans are still eagerly waiting for the exact release date of this patch. Until then, we'll keep you updated on all the developments surrounding Baldur's Gate 3. Moving on to our second story, let's talk about jumping into the expansive world of Baldur's Gate 3. For newcomers, diving into an RPG of this scale can feel a bit daunting, but fear not. We've got some essential tips to help you navigate this intricate adventure with ease. First things first, understanding the gameplay mechanics is key. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't follow the typical formula found in many RPGs when it comes to magic. Unlike other titles where you can cast spells as much as your mana allows, here, most spells use spell slots. This means you'll need to manage these slots carefully, as they only refresh when you take a long rest or consume certain elixirs. Speaking of elixirs, don't underestimate their importance. As you explore the vast landscapes, you'll encounter various temples and ruins that may hold elixirs hidden away. These potent items grant buffs that can last the entire day, providing crucial advantages in those tough encounters. Learning to recognize what elixirs and spells can assist you during your journey will significantly enhance your gameplay experience. Now, while combat can be exhilarating, don't forget that not every interaction has to end in violence. Sometimes, engaging in dialogue can lead to peaceful resolutions, saving your precious resources for when you really need them. When you hover over creatures, keep an eye out for a speech bubble icon, which indicates that you can communicate instead of attacking. You might be surprised at how much can be resolved with a good conversation. When it comes to managing your camp, remember that you can take long rests at your camp via the minimap. This is not just for healing. Resting will help you regain spell slots and progress storylines, unlocking new interactions and cutscenes with your companions. So don't rush. Taking a moment to rest and gather your thoughts can pay off big time in terms of character development and lore. And let's not forget about vendors. The mechanics around bartering aren't always explained in the game, so understanding how they work can save you a lot of headache. If you want to buy or sell items, make sure to select the bartering option and double-click on items to complete your transactions. Building a good relationship with vendors is crucial. You can improve their approval ratings by donating gold or items, leading to better prices down the line. So, if you're ready to embark on your journey through the enchanting and sometimes chaotic world of Faerûn, keep these tips in mind. Get ready to experience the depth and richness Baldur's Gate 3 has to offer. And now, let's shift our focus to the exceptional writing found in Baldur's Gate 3. This game has been praised for its rich storytelling, captivating dialogues, and memorable character interactions that keep players coming back for more. We're diving into some of the most iconic quotes that have stuck with fans and highlight the depth of the game's narrative. First up, let's talk about Kagha, a character you'll encounter if you side with the druids and tieflings in taking down the goblin camp. As you interact with her after completing this quest, her parting words resonate deeply, showcasing the harsh reality of the world you're navigating. She reminds you to enjoy it while it lasts, which perfectly encapsulates the transient nature of peace in Baldur's Gate 3. It's a moment that emphasizes the game's themes of conflict and struggle, even after hard-earned victories. Then there's Marina, a character found in Auntie Ethel's Riverside Tea House. Her tender dialogue during a tense encounter hints at her dire situation, striking a chord with players. The way she's portrayed, especially when discussing her unborn child, adds layers to the emotional weight of the narrative and underscores the importance of choices in the game. It's these heartfelt moments that make the world feel alive and urgent. And how can we forget about the cheeky banter during boss fights? Characters like the Kuotoa group in the Festering Cove bring levity to intense moments. When faced with the god of murder, Bool, his humorous taunts before battle not only lighten the mood, but also demonstrate the clever writing that permeates the game. Who knew facing off against a deity could come with such snark and wit? Even side characters like Volo steal the show with their quirky remarks, enriching the gameplay experience. His distinct way of speaking and the delightful chaos in his lines provide players with comic relief amid the game's darker themes. These memorable quotes contribute to the game's charm and ensure that every interaction leaves a lasting impression. As you traverse through the immersive landscapes and intriguing story arcs, keep an ear out for the fascinating dialogue that shapes your experience in Baldur's Gate 3. The writing not only enhances gameplay, but evokes emotions that linger long after you've set down your controller. It's just one more reason to dive headfirst into this masterpiece. Finally, let's talk about the ongoing impact of Baldur's Gate 3 on the RPG genre, especially with the growing community of modders enhancing the game experience. With a title so beloved, it's no surprise that players are looking for ways to personalize their journeys even further, and that's where mods come into play. One of the biggest draws of Baldur's Gate 3 is its character customization, and many mods have emerged that expand these options even more. For instance, players can now access the Hair Unlocked mod, which introduces NPC-exclusive hairstyles into the character creation menu. Imagine the joy of emulating your favorite characters like Karlach or Shadowheart, or the thrill of giving your own character a more unique look that stands out on your journey. But it doesn't stop there. Another fantastic mod, Kay's Hair Mod, offers completely original hairstyles that have been crafted from scratch. These new styles provide an opportunity for players to reinvent their characters in ways that feel fresh and exciting, avoiding the usual cookie-cutter appearances found in many games. In addition to hairstyles, the Faerûn Colors mod adds over 80 new dye options, allowing players to customize their armor's color palette. With such a vibrant and diverse selection, players can express their character's personality and alignments through colors that resonate with them. Whether you prefer bold and flashy or subtle and understated, these dyes breathe new life into your character's aesthetic. Mods also delve into gameplay mechanics, with the Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Feats mod introducing new options from the popular D&D expansion. This allows players to explore new feats that can significantly enhance their characters and provide new strategies in combat. It's all about giving players the freedom to create and experiment, making each playthrough a unique experience. So, whether you're a long-time fan returning for another playthrough, or jumping into the world of Baldur's Gate 3 for the first time, the modding community offers an abundance of tools to enhance your experience. With so many possibilities at your fingertips, the adventure never truly ends. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest on Baldur's Gate 3 and the evolving universe surrounding it.